Hi, and welcome again to the Geeky Girl's Guide to Living a Creative Life. I'm Bobby Kay, and this week I want to talk about how to bring geek to the workplace. As a theater person, I work a temp job because I want to be able to go to auditions, to do shows, have the weekends off to do theater, have the evenings free. But doing temp jobs, which come pretty frequently, can be kind of boring. I wanted to tell you a few ways about how to bring geek to the workplace, whether it be your attire and hair, your jewelry, or some creative things to do at work if you get bored and you're not allowed to leave, or you want to get paid for the rest of the day. Things you can do. So first things first, I'm going to show you some great geeky hairstyles that you can do if you have long hair, or just to give you an idea of something that you could do to maybe just bring a little geek to the workplace without being a full-blown in costume. And that last one, Rapunzel, was actually kind of a Disney bound as well. If you've not heard of Disney bound, it's like doing a costume of the character without actually dressing up like them. And I think Disney bounding or geeky bounding can be brought to the workplace. You can dress up like Rapunzel without having to wear a full corset, or maybe you have a white shirt that reminds you of Princess Leia and you want to wear that with the buns. Another way I have thought about bringing geek to the workplace is geeky jewelry, which I have a lot of. Like maybe you want to wear a brooch that maybe a certain fellowship has worn. Or, if you like Harry Potter, how about Helga Hufflepuff's cup? Or maybe a snitch bracelet, this is one of my favorite things. I got it at GeekyCon this year. Necklace to match it. And if Harry Potter's not your style, maybe you'd like to show your Doctor Who pride. Little TARDIS. I will link to where I found a lot of these at GeekyCon down below as well. But I feel like being able to wear just even a little piece of jewelry can spark a conversation with someone. Maybe they actually know Doctor Who and they're like, oh my gosh, I love your TARDIS necklace, and you guys can geek out about it at work. Or maybe somebody says, you have a really pretty green brooch, where did you get it? And you can go off on a rant about Lord of the Rings. Another way you can do this is by doing, if you are bored, and really bored, which happens to me a lot. So something I've been doing lately is origami. I made Millennium Falcon, I made a X-Wing, and Pikachu, which I will link how to make those also down below. It gave me something to do with my hands, it kept my mind going, and it made me look like I wasn't just slacking off at work. Another thing you can do, if you're not allowed to do those kind of things, but you're allowed to bring a book, a Kindle is a wonderful thing to have. For free, you can find a lot of Jane Austen, Shakespeare, Jules Verne are all free if you look them up in the Kindle library. I also love young adult novels. Two that I've been reading lately are Breathe by Sarah Crossan and The Last Princess by Galaxy Craze. If you want to check those out, I will link those down below as well. Something else, if you can't read or sit at a desk, or maybe you're having to sweep floors all day, or you're somewhere where you have to work by yourself but you're on your feet, are audio dramas. I love to listen to the Doctor Who and Torchwood audio dramas that were released by the BBC, but there's also Big Finish Audio, which creates a whole bunch of stories based on Doctor Who. They also have Sherlock Holmes stories, Torchwood, and they just came out with a new Torchwood that comes after Miracle Day. The last series that they did is after all of that, with John Barrowman again. And they're doing River Song, and they do the 8th Doctor, who has lived on in audio drama form because he only had one TV special. Another thing you can do at work, for me as an actor, is something I do, is memorize my lines. And while you might not be an actor and have to do that, you could take to memorizing sonnets. My high school teacher, English teacher, made us memorize sonnets because he used to use it to try to pick up girls at bars. So I challenge you, if you have the time and if you have the boredom, to maybe memorize a sonnet. So anyway, I just recommend all of these different things, putting them all together, picking and choosing, just little ways to bring geek into the workplace. If you have any suggestions or comments that you want to talk about, stuff that you do at work, maybe that keeps your mind going, or geeky ways that you've snuck into the workplace, comment below. Share, like, subscribe. Please tell your friends. I would love to share my creativeness with you, and I want all of you to give me creative advice as well, because as we go on, we're going to guide each other, hopefully. So anyway, I will see you next week. Bye.